The sun won't shine forever, but today I think it's shone a little bit. It's a little cloudy actually right now. It makes me think about gray, the color gray. You should be depressed and sad, should be emotionally distraught, just like all my viewers out there. So you guys, just kidding, you guys aren't distraught. You guys doing out there? Having a good day, living your best life? That's what I like to envision for you. As I'm doing that. As I cruise. Got some highway talk for you. First off, let's talk about luxury. What is luxury? What does it mean to be luxurious? To live the high life. A lot of people would think that it means yachts, and private parties with celebrities, and fancy cocktails, fine dining, etc., etc. But me, that luxurious lifestyle's been built in, built in to maximize time freedom and financial freedom. Literally can do whatever I want, when I want, how I want, except my schedule right now is not up to my own devices. But you best believe that I'm working to make it so. Are you working to make your own schedule, to be completely in charge of your time? If you are, give me a yes I am down in the comment section, because that's who I need to be talking to. I need to be talking to those people that are, working to achieve their goals. Those are the type of people I want to know. Those are people I want in my comment section. Those people with that fire. Those people with that passion to make things happen that suits them. Not necessarily passion for passion's sake, or passion for just, something that doesn't make sense. I'm talking about that life work. I'm talking about those goals. Those real goals. Those serious goals. Those goals that define lives/lifetimes. Those goals that set up future generations. If you're not working for something like that, you're being a little selfish in a not good way. Sometimes it's fine to be selfish if people are just, not appreciating your time for the most part. Because you gotta, segment things off. You can't just be out here floating around doing every single request. You gotta set boundaries and all that. But when it comes to giving of yourself, of being a person that can share their talents, their skill sets, their actions to achieve something that's worthwhile, you should make those efforts. This is real highway talk as we're cruising. Now I'm gonna get in this other lane because this Honda in front of me is not even going the speed limit. I bet they're an out-of-towner. They don't know how to cruise on 290. Get back to the burbs. I'm heading to the city. Yeah, that's what I say when I pass these people that don't know how to drive. Just kidding. So I got my license now too. I don't know if you saw that, but for a while, I'm not gonna incriminate myself. I may or may have not been riding dirty. You see that? You see how I did that? But I can say at this moment I am riding very clean, like Mr. Clean. That's a bad analogy, scratch that. I'm riding clean like Outkast song. That's an even worse analogy. Anyways, I got my stuff in order, so if I get pulled over from, I don't know, a taillight or something, then should be fine. I just show my license and be on my merry way. If you haven't seen that video where I talk about the DMV, you should check it out. It's a critical piece, which brings me to this point. We got this. Now I see a lot of problems out there in the world. I see a lot of individuals not stepping up to handle their responsibilities, to handle their duties. I see a lot of people out there whining, complaining, moaning, pointing fingers. The only finger you need to point is at yourself. Point that finger at yourself, because that's the first person that needs to address any issues or problems that you're personally facing, you know? Because everyone knows that society basically doesn't care for you, right? This is common knowledge. Society could care less. It could say it cares about things, but look at its actions. So what you need to do is get your things in order, your ducks in a row, dot your T's, cross your I's, worry about what's in your control, as the Stoics say. Because worrying and blaming others for things that you can control, it's not a good look. And it's not even useful, really. I mean, at what point do you have to be accountable for whatever situation it is that you're in, despite the circumstances that you may or may not have gone through? I mean, we all face challenges, right? I think it's how we deal with those challenges that defines our reality. I can tell you my reality is beautiful. Everything that you strive for with full intent, if done correctly, with integrity and purpose and focus, steadily, with persistence, I haven't seen that not work out for anyone. In fact, everyone that I know who's, reached a level of success has adopted that sort of mindset. So if you're hoping to be successful, and I don't just mean like financially, but with your relationships or with your health, with your fitness, with whatever it is that you do besides success, to some degree is an individual thing, because what some person may deem as success, another person may not. Which is why I like to define success like Earl Nightingale. I don't know if you are familiar with him, great guy. I think he was a speaker in the 50s, but he has this quote about success, and he says it's the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. The successive realization of a worthy ideal. So success is not necessarily a endpoint. It's not necessarily a destination. It's working towards that ideal that brings about success. In the process, as you approach, accomplish, and broaden your horizon, you come up with different goals and whatnot. But to move toward your goals is a measure of success in so of itself. And that's a definition of success that I like the best. How do you define success? Let me know down in the comment sections. Do you define it like Earl Nightingale, let me know. And remember, we got this.